G'day there, podcaster. Ben here, giving you a heads up on what's in this episode of the podcast. Get ready for a lot of famous names to be dropped because we bring back obscure celebrity connections. And then from that, we do you have a famous person's number? We were blown away by the caliber of calls we were getting for that one. And then things get a little bit naughty. We talk about creative nudes. So enjoy the podcast.
Live across Australia. This is Ben, Liam and Bell's Late Drive
on Nova.
Hey, Ben and Bell, you know Simon Baker?
Yeah, from The Mentalist.
That's the one. The Mentalist. Haven't watched that in a while.
I don't think I've ever watched it, but I know he's attached to the show.
I know he's in The Devil Wears Prada.
No, he's in lots of things. He's a bit of a hunk. But here's the deal. He's 55, right? Looking really good. And he's dating someone who's 30. But the problem is his daughter is 31.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's just when it just sort of throws it out. You know, even like 30 and 55 isn't like crazy, but when your kids are like older, like it's just...
So his daughter's potential stepmom is younger than
Yeah.
her. That's cool.
And it happens. Is it cool?
It's pretty hot.
I don't think it's hot or cool. I would not like that.
Especially not for the daughter. I feel like that's,
I know.
that's where it's weird.
Yeah, that's the confusing thing. 13, 24, 10. Is your parent dating someone younger than you?
Okay.
Because you hear these stories. You know, maybe mum and dad have gone through a divorce and then, you know, dad's got a new piece on the side. They're younger than you. I can't imagine it feels too great.
Do you think we'll get calls for that?
Yeah, of course. You hear these stories. It's not just The Mentalist.
I don't know.
I know. I think you will. I think we will.
So, hang on, is your parent dating someone younger than you?
Yeah. And I'm sure if they were, you'd want to tell someone about it.
I don't know if it's as common as you think it is.
13, 24, 10. So if your mum and your dad, they're with someone younger than you, you're a little licked out by it all, please call us.
I'm excited because there is a couple of phone calls coming through.
Anon, in Sydney, you've chosen not to reveal your identity, but this is the case for you.
I'm 46, she's 44, and he is 74.
Whoa!
Right.
Okay, so there's a 30-year age gap, and she's 3 years younger than you.
Yes.
Wow.
But she's a lovely person, each to their own, as long as they're happy. I don't think age really matters, does it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, well, in some scenarios it does, of course, but, you know, is it all happy families? Like, you sort of, you know, at the start, was it like that? Were you like, yeah, whatever?
Well, at the start, I kind of nearly fell over because I'd asked how long they'd been seeing each other when my parent went to the toilet, and they said 5 years, and this is the first time I've ever met this person in my life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right, Dad was just keeping it quiet.
You know, I it's really lovely to hear, though, your attitude. If you were to have any daughter, then you'd want a non, because attitude was right up there.
Well, yeah, for sure. Shari in Brizzy, is your parent dating someone younger than you?
Yes, and my father really likes to have a large age gap.
Wow. Okay, so what's your age? What's your father's new partner's age, and what's his age?
I'm 32. The new partner is 31, 6 months younger than me, and my father is 56.
Okay, and so sounds like you're a bit opposite to our previous caller. Are you okay with this?
I have gotten used to my father's antics with his young women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're saying this like it's like a common thing. Like, how many young girlfriends has Dad had?
So this will be the third one in my lifetime since he divorced my mother. And they've currently been together for 6 months, and he hit me with the bomb last week that he was thinking about having a baby with this new one. But I just laugh and roll my eyes and believe it when I see it. His first ever young one he was dating an 18-year-old, and at the time I was 12.
Yeah, not as fun, is it? 31, you sort of like, we're old enough to make choices here, you know what I mean? You can apply for a home loan, but
Well, you can when you're 18 as well.
Yeah, but you
Still an
shouldn't.
adult.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 18's like, oh, I don't know.
W's in the chat for this pod.
Obscure celebrity connections. Come on and give us a call.
Yep, obscure celebrity connections. We love doing this. Is your neighbour's stepdad second cousins with Mel Gibson? That'd be a good one. 13 24 10, you could call us. Or did your mum's friend Helen cut Tina Arena's hair in the 90s? These are the types of calls we get.
We got prizes up for grabs as well to go see some live music if you get involved with this. 13 24 10. First one up tonight is Kalita in Adelaide. What is your obscure celebrity connection?
My second cousin was related to Shane Warne.
Oh, Warnie, an icon.
Did you ever get to meet him?
I met him a few times when I visit my cousin. Yeah.
Good on you.
Ah, thanks for that, Kalita. Monique in Adelaide. What's your obscure celebrity connection?
My brother was best friends with Jimmy Barnes' granddaughter.
And of course, David Campbell is in the family line there as well. So that's, that's a double spearheaded one. That's someone who's on television and Jimmy Barnes. So that's a good one. Double points for you. Sally in Adelaide. Tell us your obscure celebrity connection.
Hello. So my mum's brother's son is Sam Mack, the weatherman.
Mum's brother's
son.
So
Yeah.
your
So
cousin.
essentially my cousin.
Yeah, he's your cousin. He's also a friend of mine, so that one
Oh,
doesn't.
that's
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Doesn't impress me as much.
Okay.
Thanks, Sally.
Kimberly in Melbourne. What's your obscure celebrity connection?
Hi, guys. So my high school French teacher was Niall Horan's babysitter.
Oh wow, a 1D1. I like it.
Yeah. And this was like peak One Direction, and I'm a huge fan. And she had his number, and so I always want to go on on her phone and text him, but of course we're not allowed. So
Yes.
Such a flex to have Niall Horan's number on your phone. Andrea in Melbourne. What's your obscure celebrity connection?
Okay, so quite some years ago when I was in my early 20s, I lived in a flat in South Yarra and used to go to the local laundromat to do my washing and used to bump into Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan. Back in those days, they were dating. And if I'd known how famous they were going to be, I probably would have exchanged numbers with them and stayed in touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got them when they weren't big names.
Yeah, well, they were both in Neighbours and sort of, but just sort of in their early years. So,
Yeah, I mean, you just would have thought Kylie was on washing machine sort of money.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
a laundromat. Maybe
Yeah.
that's where she got spinning around from.
That's bloody good.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Wow.
Bill goes bang. Joke of the week.
Do more of that, Bill.
Mark it in the
dig it,
calendar.
It's the Liam, Ben and Bell podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that.
Shooting for the stars here. 13 24 10. Do you have a famous person's number? We just met Kimberly just before we were doing Obscure Celebrity Connections. She gave us a buzz because she had a connection to Niall Horan.
my high school French teacher was Niall Horan's babysitter, and she had his number, and so I always want to go on her phone and text him, but of course we're not allowed.
Yeah, I want you, baby, slow.
Pretty cool. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I think I can beat that.
Oh, what?
Just had a bit of a scroll through. I've got Peter Hellier. Don't laugh at me. Do not laugh. Yeah. Well, that's Strawny. That's the project. I'm doing Amazing Race Australia at the moment.
I remember one of the first ever live stand-up shows I ever saw was just at a local pub, and the headline was Pete Hellier.
Mm-hmm.
And after the show, I was like so nervous to get a photo, and then after he's like, "You want to get a beer?"
Oh,
He was very accessible.
But I bet you didn't get his number, did you?
Yeah, I didn't know.
So, you know.
13 24 10. Do you have a famous person's number? Maybe a mate gave it to you. Maybe somehow you got it. Give us a buzz.
I feel like it's like cheating because in the radio world, like Belle, you were our producer for many years before you were sort of on the show. Surely you'd have a few people we've had on the show in the past.
I have many of people's numbers.
Top of your head, what's one of the numbers that comes to mind?
Top of my head, purely because I saw it the other day, Barnaby Joyce.
Barnaby, that's pretty funny. I mean, it doesn't beat Pete Hellier, but it's still pretty good.
All right, that is the standard that we're dealing with here. Pete Hellier and Barnaby Joyce, 13 24 10. That's our number here at Nova, and we want to know whose number have you got saved in your phone.
Julian and Sydney, who've you got?
G'day, guys. Hey, so when I grew up in the UK, and over there, when you're 16, you do work experience. I had a cousin who worked for Top Gear magazine, and obviously with Top Gear, the TV show as well, the presenters had their phone numbers for contact, so I sneakily snuck in Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May's phone numbers into my mobile and pranked them quite a few times.
Oh, you've got the OG. Like, they were the best ones before Jeremy Clarkson punched that producer because he got his steak order wrong.
Well, that's risky to prank call him because, as Liam said, he has been known to punch people.
He would have, I know you were 16, but he wouldn't have shied away from belting you, I'm sure.
I love Richard Hammond. Like, he is...
Oh, I mean, all three of them are like, I don't like cars. But I loved that show because they were just the ultimate. Guys, I think we need to be more like Top Gear.
Bell's definitely James.
James May. I reckon Ben's the Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that make me the
Richard.
Hammond?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do more stuff with my hair and that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Julian, thank you so much. That is a great one to start this off. 13 24 10. We want to know, do you have a famous person's number?
Sarah in Sydney, who have you got saved?
Yeah, I've got Keith Urban.
Keith Urban? How have you got Keith in your contacts?
Yeah, so it's really random, but my family owned a food truck a couple of years ago, and we were at one of his gigs, and he came over and said hello, and he got our number, and then he would personally call or text us his orders. And then we would deliver it to his tent.
So, hang on, to his house? Like, you'd bring the food truck around?
No, we'd deliver it to his tent because it was at a gig.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Can I ask Sarah, it isn't a crucial question, but what kind of cuisine were you making in the food truck?
Steak sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
All
That's
right,
my Keith. Yeah. Well, I get that, and especially if you are Keith, you sort of know.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I'm married to Nicole Kidman. Like, I'm not going to walk out there and get the steak sandwich when you're obviously just going to want to have my number and spend some time with me. So just bring it here, okay?
Good one, Sarah. Laura in Sydney, have you got a famous person's number saved in your phone?
Yes, I've got Chopper Reed.
Chopper! Uncle
Why would I shoot a bloke, bang, and then put him in the bloody car and whiz him off to the hospital at 100 miles an hour? It defeats the purpose of having shot him in the first place.
Now, obviously, you're not going to be speaking to Chopper if you call the number now. He's been passed away for many a year.
I haven't spoken to him for a while.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
How did you get Chopper's number?
Years ago, I worked in theatre and I was touring with him. So had to spend a lot of time. So I had his number.
It's funny. So many years ago, Laura, like when I first started in radio, before I had even done radio with Ben, I worked with a guy who was a comedian, and he also went on a tour with Chopper, and he told me a story that he had butcher's cleavers that he would take on tour and he would sign and give them to fans. Is that true?
So that may have been after the tour that I worked on, because he didn't have butcher's cleavers on my tour.
Yeah.
It's either after or it wasn't true.
I mean, it also does feel like something that he would do. Like, he literally was touring regionally being like, I killed people. And like, people are like, awesome. Kim, what about you? You've got a bit of a celeb in your contacts?
I've got Sir David Attenborough.
Oh.
Hello. I'm David Attenborough.
Have you ever called it? How did you get it?
So I had a friend who used to work for the BBC, and she'd sneak us famous people's numbers so we could prank call them. So my friend was awesome at it. When we got Sir David, we all made a pact that we were never allowed to actually prank call him because, he's like the world's granddad. We did ring him once and just say, oh, hello, is Stephen there, please? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you've got the wrong number. Like, okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, I must admit, if you were doing like a real, hey, is your fridge running? He's like, oh, like you're a sweet old man, but like 97 years old or whatever he is, just trying to save the environment. Like before he dies, he's like, please look after the world. And you little shits are like ringing him in the middle of the night.
Look over there! there. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a Balrog. Oh, no, it's just Ben Lehman Bell. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
One bar star man on your radio. I'm really, really fast. Just listen to me go.
Yep, listen to the One Bar Star Man, a.k.a. Liam Go. He can tell you the name of a song and the artist just by hearing the very first bar of it. If you can beat him at this game, though, you do win a bar of gold.
I draw quick. Sarah in Melbourne, you good with your music?
Yeah, we'll have a crack.
All right, give it a red hot crack, Sarah. Now, I give it a theme. I always do. And because this weekend is the AFL Grand Final, I'm going to do acts that have played the AFL Grand Final. Of course, if you haven't heard, it's Katy Perry this time around.
Belle, Katy Perry.
No, we're not playing yet, Belle.
Oh,
All right.
Thinking, well, no, that's too easy.
Yeah, it is too easy, Sarah.
Yeah, if Ben did say Katy Perry and then started playing, the game would be you're done pretty quick, yeah.
All right, buzz in with your name if you think you know it. These are all acts that have played the AFL Grand Final.
Liam, Robbie Williams, rock DJ.
I don't wanna rock DJ. 'Cause you're making me feel so nice.
All right, that's a point to the One Bar Star Man. Song number 2.
Liam, Killers, Mr. Brightside. I mean, they're big songs, Sarah. I'm sorry, I've got you on the ropes already.
That bar of gold is slipping through your fingers, Sarah.
You know what, Sarah, I'm going to make this easy for you. I am going to just guess the third one before I've even heard it.
What?
And then if I get it, no, that's how confident I am. And if I'm wrong, then you might get a point. Okay.
You've never done that before, but I will allow it.
Okay. Liam, Mike Brady up there, Kazali.
No, it's not.
Damn it! I mean, he plays it every year rolls around. They get Brady out. People talk about Mariah Carey defrosting around Christmas. Mike Brady gets defrosted in September every year.
Sarah, did you want to have a stab in the dark at what the next one could be, or do you want to play the game properly?
Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell.
Oh, incorrect. It's not Bad Out of Hell, Liam.
I'll do anything for love.
Correct.
Oh,
it was Meatloaf.
It was. You had it on the loaf. We were all thinking the same thing.
Of course, this is the studio version.
And please tell me you've got a little bit of the live AFL version.
Absolutely.
See, he only died a couple of years ago, but I actually think he died in 2008 in that performance. He died in the middle of the MCG, and we were all watching it live on TV.
If you're listening to this podcast at 2 times speed, it's the Ben Lehman Bell Podcast.
Hey, it's after 7 p.m. Let's get a little bit naughty. 13-24-10. Have you taken a creative nude? Reason being, we got this incredible call last night from a lady called Jody who gave us a buzz about taking this creative nude.
It was a long drive. They didn't have undies on this day, and I took photos down there.
Righto.
It was like on this stretch of road, there was nothing to see, and I went, I'm getting my phone out, taking photos.
The way she said that, I'm going to get
my phone out. That's what I'm going to do.
So a creative nude could be the location of said nude. It could also be like maybe you're doing like a trick.
Yeah, that'd be creative.
A cartwheel.
Yeah, and you think that just goes beyond your bog standard nude.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nudie, 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 nudie. Did you send a picture of your boobies?
And of course, it doesn't have to just be the boobs.
Oh yeah, it can be anything.
Could be the.
That was just a creative little intro.
Yep.
Oh well, we just heard from Jody. I mean, she went all
Yeah,
out.
well, she went. Yeah, the whole hog. Sarah in Melbourne, creative nudes. You sent one.
Hi, yes, this isn't my finest moment, I must admit. I was bored at a wake, and during it, I started, doing my thing and sexting this guy I was talking to, and then I went to the bathroom and took a nude.
Whoa.
Okay.
Gee whiz.
I mean, yes, a funeral wake is creative, I guess.
That's hot.
Absolutely,
That's
Sarah.
as hot as an incinerator behind the... Oh, okay. I don't know.
Liam!
I don't know where I was going with that.
Sarah, because you were brave enough to give us a buzz, we are going to give you a new generation Echo Show 5 with Alexa, the smart speaker.
Oh, thank you so much.
No
That's awesome.
worries at all. That is all yours, and we have got more of those speakers to give away. You can, of course, remain anonymous if you want. 13 24 10. That's our number. We want to hear about your creative nudes.
Whether it was creative in the place that you were or the way that you took it or what you included in the photo, give us a buzz.
Maybe you're wearing a funny hat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, that wouldn't be a good call.
Maybe you were doing a drawing. That's pretty creative.
Oh, yeah. You just sent someone a drawing of the nude. Yeah, that's actually more tasteful.
No, you were doing a drawing in the nude.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, very creative of you. I didn't think you were thinking outside of the box. Sam in Melbourne, you sent a creative nude.
G'day, Nova. It's Sam from Melbourne. Just want to say a big shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing, and I love Nova.
thank you, Sam.
Thanks,
let me tell you my story really
We are
quickly.
Nova.
All right, you are Nova. So basically, what happened was it was year 2001 or 2002. So quite a few years ago, when I was younger and skinnier and more beautiful,
Oh, no.
I got a nude done at a photographic studio, maybe in South Melbourne or Richmond, down that way somewhere.
Old school, yeah.
I had 3 or 4 different shots, but my favourite shot was one with the feather boa, the purple feather boa.
A hat?
And
a funny hat?
That's a scarf.
No, scarf.
Yeah,
a
no.
scarf.
So I was getting so excited that someone had... Yeah, no, I forgot what the feather boa is. Yeah. Oh,
Listen,
okay.
you naughty boy.
Yeah, well,
right, so
dear
the
me.
next part is...
Naughty
The
Nova.
next part is, listen, I was a bit hairy Mediterranean down there, so it was bush de la bush.
Yeah.
So I had to
Sheesh,
put
go
the
back.
feathers... I had to put the feathers near the fanny part because
Yeah.
the hairs were hanging out the side,
Oh, no.
So I couldn't be like that.
Yeah.
And anyway, so they took lots of shots. So my boobies were covered, my fanny was covered, and it was beautiful. And I've still got it, and I look $1 million. So
Oh,
nice,
Sam, that's
Sam.
It made
really
me feel
beautiful.
good.
That's great that you got a photo shoot. So when you say still got it, do you hang these up in your house?
No. My nephew actually found it the other day and said, "Auntie, what's this?" And I said, "Oh, don't worry about that. That's Auntie when she was really young and pretty. But yeah, she's got a feather boa, but don't worry, it's just that's for Auntie's eyes."
Yeah, Auntie's eyes only. I mean, that's creative when you're literally going to a professional studio to get a nude done.
Yeah.
And then sort of delivering it to someone going, what do you think of this, you know?
Sam, you were a wild ride. You feel free to call us anytime you want, okay?
Thank you, my dear. God bless.
God
Love
bless you. God bless you,
God bless.
Sam. Have a great night.
I love it when it gets after 7. Do you know what I mean? This kind of calls we get.
13 24 10. If there is any extras that want to give us a buzz, the phones are still open if you've ever taken a creative nude. Josh in Brizzy, have you taken a creative nude?
I have, mate. So I was backpacking in America in one of the snowy states and on a ski lift, texting with this girl that I met over there. She wanted a picture, so mid-ski lift, boots on, just, whipped it out of the pants.
Oh!
Wow.
Did you have like a full ski suit on and everything?
Well, yeah, it was like -5 or 6, so it was cold.
And did you tell her that it was cold?
I think she could gather that it was cold.
Right. Just the snowman dangling out the carrot. Good on you, mate.
Oh, that's great.
Barry in Sydney, you sent a creative nude.
Yeah, just had a bit of fun with one, that you could say. I was a chippy at the time, and my girlfriend wanted to, have a bit of a photo, so thought I'd get down to the bus and just put the tool belt on.
So you were fully nude with a tool belt?
Well, I had a tool belt. I wasn't fully nude.
Oh, I'm assuming it was a selfie-style photo.
Of course it was.
Barry, just meet me in the tea room in 3 to 5 minutes, mate. I just need your help with something. Yeah, don't tell anyone about this, yeah?
That's hot.
Thanks, Barry.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.